Hi, my name's Dave, I'm also known as Infected Flinch, and we're doing more questions. Yeah, this time it's for SweGamerRaz, the Swedish YouTuber who regales it all in tales of old and new and is interesting to watch. So go check him out wherever that might be, but go check him out, he's pretty cool. Sorry if I'm on a slant again, I think I am, I'm not sure, but he's asked 8 questions. I don't know if I should be really doing 10 random questions or whatever at one point. I think it's going to have to get to it at one point, but we'll see. But yeah, he's asked 8 questions and I'm going to answer them because I'm nice. So anyway, first question, they're all down here again in my crotch region. Before we start, the game behind me is Siphon Filter for the PS1. So I might get around to playing that at some point. Anyway, 8 questions. 3 favourite records. Yeah, this was probably one of the reasons, and another reason why I wanted to come towards this, but my 3 favourite records. Now, one of which is by a band called Filter, and it's called The Amalgamate. It was one of these albums that was done by, I think I mentioned it before, it's a guy called Richard Patrick. It's a strange album of different varying, like different kinds of rock, and it goes from like one extreme to another, and it's brilliant. I think it's a great album. I haven't got it on me right now to show you, but the Amalgamate by Filter, that's one of my all-time favourites. Now the second one of my favourite records, is actually a soundtrack, and it's actually the soundtrack to The Fifth Element. I fucking adore that. I think it's brilliant. It's probably going to be something when it comes up later as well. But yeah, the Fifth Element soundtrack is amazing. I had that at a very young age and I thought it was amazing. Just some really odd sounds, some great pieces, and there is no fat on that album at all. I think it's a great score, and you should definitely give it a listen. The third one, which I think is great, and I can still listen to it to this day, is Follow the Leader by Korn. I used to love that. I thought it was a great album. And he was just nuts on that, Jonathan Davis as well. So yeah, I loved that one. That was great. Yeah, anyway, next one. Favourite TV series. Now, my favourite TV series of all time, and it always will be, and I've done a video on the game of it, but it's Reboot. Now, Reboot, I loved as a kid, and when it came out, I mean, it was fine. It was one of the first CG-based shows ever made, but it did this weird thing where it grew up with me, and it got very dark very quick. People were getting killed. Stories got really dark, and I think it's just a brilliant story of how computers work and how they fight against viruses and stuff. It's brilliant. I love it, and Reboot is going to be, and always will be, one of my all-time favourite shows. Definitely give that bad boy a watch. Series 1 is very kiddified, but then all of a sudden Series 2, they knew they were going to get cancelled, and then they just went, fuck it, we'll do what we want. And then Series 3, they just went absolutely batshit insane. And it's awesome. It's an absolutely awesome TV show. Definitely give that a watch. It's really, really good. It's really good. So, favourite country you've ever visited? I think it would have been the US, because I went to Florida. I think that's probably one of the best times I've ever had. Been to Malta a few times, that's lovely. Been to Spain, been to Portugal. But yeah, I loved it in Florida. It's just a completely different place. I loved it. So yeah, probably that would be my favourite. So that would be it. What else do you collect? Well, it's Transformers. I think everybody knows that. That's one of my big things, is Transformers. So they're all over there. I can't be arsed picking them up, but yeah, Transformers is my big thing. Has been for a while now, and I'm trying to scale it down a little bit, because I don't think the Transformers at the moment are doing very well. I mean, the big thing at the moment is the Beast Hunters stuff, and it's not like the original Beast Wars stuff. So yeah, What decade would you live in if you had the choice? I'd say the 30s. Because it just sounds such a wacky time. And I don't know why. I just want to see what it was like. Because, I don't know. Just to say I've been there. It's a weird time of history where, you know, they're trying to get out from what happened after the war. And it's just like that. It's a weird time. The end of the 30s was when the World War started. I mean, that's probably where I'd be like, right, I'm out. But I'd like to know what it was like. Just to understand it. You know, it's a weird one, that one. I don't want to be through 70s and stuff. I want to understand something further back than that. So yeah, that'd be mine. Favourite sports teams? Sorry, man, don't have any. Don't follow sports in the faintest or slightest. So sorry, bit of a dead question for me. That I just don't have any interest in it. Sorry, I suck. If anybody ever, I should have mentioned this in my pet peeves thing. When people, blokes in particular, are in groups and when they go, so who do you support? I'm the one who goes, nothing. Because I can't be asked to be interested in something I don't care about. I can watch sports, but I'm not going to support anybody. Especially if you're in Sheffield, if somebody says United or Wednesday, like Sheffield United or Wednesday, depending on who you're talking to, you might end up with a black eye, so I stay out of that. So, would you rather vacuum or clean your clothes? Clean my clothes. I find it a lot easier. I hate vacuuming. I fucking hate it. Favourite film genre and the 3 best films. Sci-fi. One of them I've already mentioned is The Fifth Element. Fucking adore that film. Really do. I think it's one of the best ever. Second film would be Alien. Alien I loved. And the last one would be The Thing. There you go. Well, I was actually really going through that far too quick, didn't I? Well, yeah, there you go. There's my answers. So, short and sweet, no fucking around. But go check SweGamerRaz out. He's pretty cool. He had a lot more records to show than I did. So go check that bad boy out. So, comment, like, and subscribe as you normally do. And you've been great. Where's he going? Wait, where?